Readings have all been from the first book in my Given series. Today I'd like to read from my political thriller. It takes place present time in and around my hometown of Gillette, Arkansas. From the Delta Mud by Guy B. Wheatley. There is only one smell that ever appealed more to Gibb than the unique mixture of odors now filling his nose. That was his wife's perfume. The only thing Gibb really knew about the scent he associated with Kathy was that it belonged solely to her. He didn't even know its name. He just wanted to smell it again. He'd tried to find it after her death but never had. He'd spent hours sniffing perfume bottles in the store he knew that she used. He had asked Katie about it. She gave him a name but wasn't sure it was the right brand. The kids thought they were helping him out by removing most of her things. They left a few things that they thought were appropriate mementos, pictures, jewelry, and a few knickknacks. But none of them thought about her half-empty perfume bottles. The kids just didn't understand and had tossed the half-empty bottles into the trash. He'd bought the label Katie said was Kathy's, but it didn't smell the same. The bottle looked familiar, but Gibb had never paid enough attention to the bottles on Kathy's dresser to know with certainty. If it was the same brand, they must have changed the formula. Or possibly it didn't smell the way he remembered until she put it on. Gibb remembered hearing about perfume reacting with the woman's chemistry to form a unique scent for each wearer. He didn't know if that were true or just a slogan dreamed up by an advertiser. True or not, he had yet to find Kathy's fragrance. He still hoped and he still looked, but with less and less expectation as time went by. It wasn't perfume generating the odors stirring his memories and emotions now. These smells were coming from the rich river mud, some of which was drying on Gibb's boots. It was the smell of dead things fueling the endless cycle of life. Wet and organic, it was a smell unique in the world. Gibb had experienced waters the world over. He had been on hundreds of rivers in every part of the globe. While there were similarities in the chemistry of life in every aqueous environment, each place had an olfactory signature all its own. If his eyes and ears stopped working, Gibb would still have known exactly where he was using his nose. In his mind came the image of the freshwater mollusks and bivalves that lived in this river mud. The vegetation peculiar to this area also produced a unique mixture of chemicals as they decayed in the clay-rich soil. There was little sand here. The river bottom was made up of clay, silt, and the organic remains of the local biology. It was odd then that this swampy smell elicited the same reactions as a woman's perfume. To him, they both smelled like home. For the best years of his life, this smell had always held the promise of the other. When he was on the river, either fishing by day or at night frog or coon hunting, Kathy was home waiting for him. Even now, he still allowed himself the fantasy. Though his mind knew better, in his heart, she was always there at the house when he was on the river. This has been a reading from the Delta Mud by Guy B. Wheatley. It's available on Amazon in both ebook and paperback. Look it up and see what you think.